Hey, y'all. It's Letitia with Lighten Up with Letitia, and we're here with the crew. We're talking about Reasonable Doubt Season 3, and this is episode 9. Welcome, y'all. How you doing?
Great, 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 great.
Hey.
How you
How
doing?
y'all doing? Let me know what you thought about this episode. How do you rate it? And we can jump right on in. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, I'm gonna rate this one a nine. I'm gonna make this a solid nine. It was kind of wild, kind of wild. That's how I like it. I give it a nine.
Okay, Monique.
I give it a 9 as well. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Some parts is very telling. You definitely get some information of Ozzy of it
Okay.
all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lawrence.
Yeah, for me it was a solid nine. I love the Ozzy scene whenever he was finally able to take the stand. I think we got a lot of history about him and where he's going and where he's at mentally. So yeah, solid nine for me.
Okay. And Miss Kira, what you say?
I give it a 9. They was trying to make us think one thing, and I'm gonna need them to go ahead and get that straight jacket for the good sis Kristen. That's it. That's
Oh
all.
Lord. Yikes.
Out there
Okay,
taking
well
out
I'm
the dogs. Come on, girl. I'm doing a
we
lot.
gonna talk about it. You know what? I give it a 9 as well, and mostly because we still didn't wrap it up.
Mm.
And also, but I loved it because otherwise I would have honestly given it an 8. But what we got from Ozzy put me back up there to a 9. So all right, well, let's jump right on in then. This episode was called, now it said the evils, but it also looks like devils. So I
Mm-hmm.
think both apply in this case. So let's get into it. So we start off with Jax can't sleep because she keeps replaying that call that she had with Miss Rosie because she is questioning at this point if Ozzy is indeed guilty. And she's wondering, like, am I the only one that doesn't know and everybody else can see it except me? And Lewis tries to reassure her that it'll all work out. Now, what do you think? Do you think is Jax letting her own parent issues get to her? Anybody can jump in.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, she already had a place in her heart for him. She felt sorry for him, but at the same time, now with this rosy information, it's just kind of confusing her. Like emotionally, she's just back and forth. What do I believe? What do I not believe? I mean, she's back and forth, and at the same time, even from the episode before, he was expressing how, what if I did it? What if I really did do it? So now you got that, you got him doubting, you got the mother thinking that is him. This is all crazy for her. So I could definitely understand how she feels.
Mm-hmm. Lawrence, you're nodding your head. What you saying?
Yeah, I would say I really do feel like Jax believe that this, like when she envisions the Ozzy situation, I really do believe that she thinks about her own son being caught up in something not
Yeah.
exactly like a childhood star, but something similar to this right here, where she sees her own son potentially being on trial for something crazy. So yeah, with the mother making that phone call, I mean, yeah, it did give her nightmares. She really couldn't sleep. She really was tossing and turning all night thinking about the conversation that she had with the mother.
Mm-hmm. Now the other part of this in on this slide is that Ozzy shows up at the house of that girl that he was sleeping with at that party that he kicked out, blew up on her and kicked all out. And so she was like, "Oh, so you want me to make you feel good?" And then they proceed to make each other feel good. But I thought it was interesting that they paralleled Jax in her bedroom with Ozzy in his bed or that girl's bedroom and how they were, making each other feel good at the same time. So what do y'all think about that, ladies?
Hmm.
I love it. Like Jax, like I cannot sleep, and she want Lewis to be on his J Holiday, put me to bed.
Hmm.
I was like, yo,
Okay.
I was with it, and then Ozzy went down on the homegirl first, and then she returned the favor. So I was into it. Like, okay,
They
Okay.
don't call you
Miss
Mo
Kira.
69 for nothing.
I was scared for
Okay.
the Jacks of it all. We love a good Jax love scene. Going to put her to get put her to bed. Ozzy not so much because I just kept thinking of Monica's influence. Like where he get all
Mm.
that from? So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it
true.
was a little.
Yeah, because to me, I felt like his scene seemed a little odd. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, Ozzy
So,
was in a freaky mood.
Right, he was in- right.
He just wanted to eat some carpet today. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, when he came up, it was kind of nasty. I was kind of disgusted though when he had all the stuff on his lips and they zoomed in. I was like, please turn.
Ain't nothing
like,
wrong with a
bruh,
little
Why?
lip gloss.
you know, it's funny.
Bro.
It's funny. We was in the green room talking about alkaline for JJ's and. So this is kind of funny. You talk about this now.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah, I really could have. I really didn't need this scene right here with Ozzy and old girl. I'm like, y'all could have skipped this. I didn't need this at all.
Yeah.
well, it's real life and they're grown.
Yeah.
So I'm moving.
Yeah.
on.
I mean,
Anybody have
what part?
anything else?
He needs to. He just needs someone to feel good, make him feel good.
Yeah, I guess. For me, I'm like, he could improve the technique a little bit, but it is what it is. You
I
know.
think he was thinking about that Halle Berry.
Look.
Can you make me
feel good? I thought the same. I
Thank
just
you.
thought the same thing, Lawrence.
Exactly.
Make
exactly.
it feel good. Come on.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
very young and not
Yeah.
very. Anyway, anything else before we move on?
Make sure the JJ is not alkaline, as you said. All right, let's go.
It's supposed to
so
be acidic.
silly.
Moving on.
It's supposed to be acidic.
I look crazy. Okay, so Jax, because of her bedroom activity, comes into the office all chipper, and then she sees Bill yucking it up with the partners. Now she gave the side eye. She went on to work. Now the case is going well based on the fact that Rosie's testimony seemed to have gotten some good feedback, as well as they believe that the jury is sympathetic because of the Smex tape. So Jax wants Ozzy to take the stand, but Bill disagrees. Now Daniel, who is distracted trying to, text Kristen, he's not answering. She had to call him out, but Crystal agrees that he should take the stand. What do y'all think? Miss Kira.
I think Ozzy was the last domino to fall as far as everybody else taking the stand. I mean, the mom took a stand. Dr. Autumn Owen, she took the stand. The mom took the stand. I think they literally set it up for him to be the last domino. But it's risky, but I could see why they wanted it to happen. So I'm kind of glad he did take the stand because he got a chance to speak his truth at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
When I first saw it, I said, hell no. When they first said that, I said, hell no. I was thinking all the things like when he was in the courtroom, when everybody else tested, been on the stand, and the way he was in that seat that time, they had to calm him down. I'm like, and then he already having these flashbacks of Wendy in the chair and somebody at her feet. And yeah, it's like, and the way he becoming that, Nisha, that last episode, it's like, yo, you don't know what you're gonna get out of Ozzy.
Yeah,
And
I
then
know
he
what
did
he
that
was about to
tantrum
say.
tantrum at the table. Sure, I said, hell
Mhm.
no.
But I think Ozzy knows how to turn it on and off. He knows how to turn it up on people and how to bring it down.
Does he?
All right, that's what I'm looking like.
He be active.
He
He's an
does?
actor.
That's what I was about to
Oh,
say.
oh.
I was about to say that because he is a well-trained actor since he's
Yeah.
a child. So
Exactly.
whatever they want him to say, he can play the role. So when they
Yeah,
said
but
take
you
the
know.
stand, when they said take the stand, I think he at this point, at this age, has learned how to remove his emotions. Right?
Right.
Even though he did get a little bit emotional once we saw it a little bit, he then recovered. So as we get into it and talk about it, you'll see. That's why I said, okay, let him take the stand because he's an actor.
Mm-hmm.
He'll
Yep.
play the role.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, I agree that it's risky. I agree that it's risky.
It's-
Any additional thoughts?
I was just worried about what he was going to say once he got up there. And if Jax asked him the wrong question, be like, all right, Jax, don't ask me that. I'm going to start screaming. I don't need him to start screaming. up
Not
there.
Jack. But no, I was thinking about Mike Ortiz over there. Asked the wrong question. I was thinking about
Right.
Mike.
Okay.
If he would have did
Okay,
that
well, let us,
screaming, I would have laughed. I'm sorry. I would have laughed if he was screaming like a little baby up on the court. I was like, get this guy out of here.
Throw the whole case
Well,
out.
the courtroom was already laughing at him by one of his answers. We'll talk about
Yes,
that later as
I can't
well.
wait to talk about
Well,
that. Was funny.
Let's recognize the super chat. Thank you so much, Mickey Music. Super chat kicking off your 80s celebration, which I'm assuming this is for Jay for his birthday coming up.
I'm not 80, but thank you very much. Yeah, thank
He
you.
said 8. I think she meant like
80s,
80s celebration.
1980s.
80s
Not
and
like you
90s
80 years
celebration.
old.
Okay, yeah.
I know what.
No,
you know, it's
I
like-
know her. I know her personally because we joke
okay.
around a lot. So
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I got it.
No, I did see where you said hello. Thank you. Okay, all right. All right. His recovery is all about the acting. He knows how to play that game. I mean, I can agree that he knows how to play the game, but is he? So we'll
Yeah,
see.
that's the question.
Moving on. So here we are, where they're basically getting ready to tell him they want him to take the stand. He's sitting back, and we get a flashback to 10 years ago. And we see a young Ozzy and Rosie at the vet. Now, first of all, shout out to the actor, Jaden Lucas Miller, who
Yeah.
also plays Tyrell on
Tyrell.
Beyond the Gates.
Beyond the Gates,
And he
yeah.
also plays Laz on Divorced Sisters. So
Yeah.
Latoya Luckett's son, I mean, that's her, her acting son or whatever that's. So he's the PK that plays on Divorced Sisters. So
Divorced
shout out to
Sisters.
him because he is out here working.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
the family dog, O-Dog, was poisoned with chocolate. And although he's going to make it, I think that the doctor suspects that it was done on purpose. So he asks Ozzy to leave the room. And he asked Rosie, have either of your children been diagnosed with like mental illness? Because anemoismus is usually done by the person who found them. And in this case, that was Ozzy. So Rosie gets offended and she leaves, but I think it really got her to thinking that Ozzy probably did do it. So what are your thoughts? Miss Kira?
At that point, I thought he until we got later in the episode, I said, well, he did that ish. That was where my thoughts was going. I was like, yikes, because even when we see the serial folks, they get started early with the animals. So I was like, oh, maybe that's the direction they were leading us in, So I was like, it's not looking so good.
What about you, Lawrence?
I was with Miss Kira. I really thought, well, dang, maybe he really did poison this dog. But later on, shout out to O-Dog, RP Little O-Dog. But anyway, later on, they revealed that, it was his sister. But that's the thing about Reasonable Doubt. They write it one way, only to give you a twist later on at the end. But I guess it was bleeding all to the sister.
Monique, what you think?
It was a question mark. It was up in the air. Did he actually do it to the dog? I'm like, why would he do that to the dog that he said he loves? I didn't get that, but okay. I didn't think of the sister, so till later.
I think that's been the ongoing theme, that nobody ever thinks about the sister. And so
I thought about the sister.
I mean, we think about her
sometimes
initially
she came
with
up.
Wendy.
Right. But I think in general, to
Oh,
the rest
yeah.
of the folks, she doesn't usually come up, which she talks about a little bit later. What you say, Jay?
I agree with all of you. They shout out to the writers, man. Once again, just always just pointing us this way. And we're like, oh, well, you gave us all the evidence in the last 8 episodes showing how crazy this guy is. He must have did that too. But yeah, man, like to most point, like why would you unalive something that you love? You know what I mean? Unless you just really wacko.
Was the doctor saying like to use the person who found it as a person who did it? I was like, oh, well, my.
That's like a fart. That's like a first person who dealt it.
Right. Whoever smelled it dealt it. But yeah, no. And also I thought, you know what? I thought I saw a spot like he was out in the hallway at the end when the mama came out storming out. It looked like he looked a little sinister at the door, like he was going to do something. I thought he was about to do something to the doctor. So I was not convinced it wasn't Ozzy, even though he said he loved that dog, because clearly they're not going to be like, oh yes, I did it. If he's trying to hide it, my assumption he would say that he loved the dog. So
that's some good directing right there and acting.
True that.
Because we're looking at the facial and the physical expression of it all, because that's a major part of acting. So the fact that you noticed that definitely pushed us in the direction to say, yeah, he did that.
Right. Yep.
I was a little nervous for the doctor. I really was. So we're back to the point where they're trying to convince Ozzy, and but he himself questions whether or not he did it. And he is going on and on and on. Bill and Jax are trying to convince them. She had to go into Black Mama mode to tell him to stop talking and to listen. And finally, he like calmed down, just like a child.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bill wants to reconsider because he's like, he's not ready, you know, but Jax is like, he'll be ready. We doing it. And the only thing I need, he was like, well, let's just sleep on it. She said, the only thing I sleep on is a pillow, a silk pillow or a satin pillow in a headscarf, okay? Period.
I know that's right, Jax.
I like that.
I know that's right, Jax.
I like that.
He said, I run this. We don't either. We don't trust her either. But we're moving on, child. So Lewis is at work, and he didn't had to call this jigger Sam into the office again. Why? Because he done missed several deadlines.
This wither.
Yes. So why did this fool bring up Cliff again? Oh, what Cliff gonna say about this? And Lewis was like, I don't need Cliff's permission. You under me. So then Sam goes into this old sob story about his pregnant girlfriend, and then on top of that has the audacity to ask for another chance. And Elle taking Lewis gave it to him. What y'all got to say about that? I said,
weak ass. Look, what's this Lewis? Weak ass punk ass boy ninja. That's why I call Lewis. I'm like, come on, bro. That did it. His pregnant girlfriend. How you know his girlfriend is pregnant?
Didn't she say he said she just lost the baby? I was thinking, like, did he know what happened with Lewis and that baby? Because he be lying. That boy be lying, and I hope Lewis don't lose his job over this fool. Because
I have a very, very wild theory that I said in my video. If y'all remember, didn't we interviewed Tony, right? And didn't she say that she was going to come back? Why do I have a strange feeling? This is a long shot theory.
Don't say that.
That this dude could be Tony's brother.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Tony said she was coming back. Unless she was joking around with us, she said she was coming back. But this could be the brother, and that whole baby story kind of softened Lewis up, and that's why he thought about the situation, like Mo said, with his old baby from the past. That's why he decided to give him another chance. It's a wild theory. We'll find out later on this week if I was right or wrong. We'll see.
Hit him in the pockets. That's where it hurts.
Okay.
Fool me once. Monique? Fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me twice. Shame on me too. But so, okay, so here we go with not the chump theory that you had, Letitia, but as Letitia said, as Kira said, hit him in the heart with the baby thing. And once Lewis gets pricked in the heart, that's when he gets soft, and that's when he's given another chance. This guy should have been fired a long time ago. That's my opinion. Like he should have been done, like out of here. Bruh, and then so what he did? Oh, does what's his name? Cliff? No, that was his name. Cliff, right? The boss.
His name is Sam. The scammer is Sam.
The white guy.
The white dude is Cliff. Yeah.
Cliff. This happens in the real world. Yeah. You know that, right? Like this is some real stuff. Like your people will try to undermine you. Oh, I know the top boss, so you can't really tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm your boss, son. That's why I like when Lewis checked. I'm your boss. I don't need to talk to him. Get up out of here. He should have stuck to his guns, but just like y'all said, he got pricked in the heart.
So we all can agree that Lewis has trouble standing on business, correct?
Absolutely. Especially at work. And he need to go. He need to be demoted because when he said multiple times there was a deadline missed, the first deadline missed, he should have been gone. You said that the last time, so you didn't give him 5 and 6 chances. You're doing too much, and then whole thing all skin folk and kin folk. That was just plan B to bring up the baby. Plan A was Cliff. He thought he was going to try to strong arm you, and when he couldn't do that, he's going to bring in the baby. I'd have been like, You know how we feel about it over here. You know how Jax feel. FTK.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a three piece.
Okay.
That was a
And
three-piece
he's fine.
combination. That was a three-piece combination that he hit him with,
Mhm.
and he got him with the last one because he's like this guy. He knows like these vultures, these manipulators. They know how to get you. They just got to press the right button. He pressed that right button. It was like, okay, I still got my job, son. I'm still gonna mess up too, and you gonna keep me here as long as I want you to, because I'm gonna be like the baby. Remember the baby? Come on, man.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, what? Oh, Michi Music. Are you talking about me? That is so sweet of you. I'm not monetized yet though, but that is so sweet of you.
You got a Cash App?
Yeah, right. Was
I
that
appreciate you. Yeah, I
What's
do
your
have my
Cash App?
Cash App. I don't have it up. It's hash or $sign Letitia's voice. So thank you. I appreciate you. Moving on. So Louis, oh child, here we go. Oh, wait, quick question. I did have a question for y'all. Do y'all think it'll come back and bite Lewis in the butt?
Yes,
Yes.
That was my
Yeah.
question.
Mm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
spell Lewis without that L. He's taking L's all
Okay.
season, baby. All season.
Straight up Elder Barge, okay?
They gave him a break
LLJ.
last episode, and they got to come back with this one, right? So
Yes.
Exactly.
He be right about stuff, but he just don't, follow through. He be letting that softer side take over.
So
Yeah.
he's a sensitive
Doing
man.
too
He's kind of sensitive.
Okay. So Bill is playing prosecution and they're prepping for Ozzy taking the stand, and he's struggling and needs to take a break. So Jax has to talk to him, but he can't understand why Jax believes him. And he's like, well, the truth is, well, she's trying to tell him, look, the truth, or no, he says, the truth is only what you can make people believe. Ooh, that is actors 101. So you know he's an actor saying that.
yeah.
And he was like, well, what if even before all of this, I was a piece of ish, right? So then they do another flashback. This is 1 month after the dog incident. I guess he's going over a script with Monica, super excited about the script. And then he goes to get her something to drink, and she comes on to him, and he tells her, like, I don't want to do this anymore. But by the way, he's about 15 at this point. So this has been
Right.
going on for a couple of years. And he's like, I don't want to do this. Then she tried to play him. She's like, oh, I didn't know you was gay. He was like, what? Then looks down, sees that he is actually excited. And she was like, oh, maybe not. But she leaves him. Now, y'all, the first time I watched it, I didn't realize what he was doing. I was like, I didn't know if he was just going to like adjust himself or release himself.
Yes, the
And
latter.
then
The
when
latter.
I saw the
Right.
facial expressions. I had my head down. I must have been on my phone or something. But later I saw the facial expressions. I was like, oh, okay. So he
No, he was just trying to
busy.
water the plants. What the heck?
He was busy when the PA knocked quickly and came in. Child, he flew into a rage, picked up a trophy, said, say it again. And when he did, he threw it, went to go attack him, and Rosie had to come in and save the day. Child, it was a whole mess. He became so irrational. What is happening? What do y'all think about this?
I don't know, because he was behind the high counter, so I don't even know if the young man could see anything. I don't know why you had to stand right there, but go on.
Nobody wants to be interrupted when they're okay.
I think
I thought he was worried about getting caught. I know you don't want to be interrupted, but
I think in that scene right there, we get a chance to see some early anger issues with Ozzy. Like, how are you gonna spaz out on the dude? I know you was trying to finish your job, trying to finish your business with a tree trunk. I get it, right? But bro, how you gonna spaz out and throw a whole nother, what was it, a trophy or something like that at the PA? Again, I think they try to plant those early seeds. Like, yo, this is where a lot of it started in the very, very beginning with the anger issues, with some of the mental health issues that we see with Ozzy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Any other thoughts?
2015 was not his year. Okay, I was like, Jesus, another one, another one.
one.
First the dog, now this, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And now
said
we
tree
see
trunk.
also how Monica did her manipulation of him started very early. I mean, obviously we knew there was some kind of manipulation, but this is how she was doing it. You know, coming on to him, and then when he says no, trying to manipulate his mind as if he is not, quote unquote, a man, which is what I think she was trying to insinuate. But oh my
Right.
gosh, it
Yep.
was so
Straight
Right.
manipulation. Straight manipulation.
despicable,
Yep.
Yo. Yeah.
despicable.
That's crazy.
So
Trash.
okay, let's see here. All right, so Jax is at home working on the case when Lewis asks about it. Jax talks the woes of this trial and that her and Bill are not agreeing. They have different perspectives. They are not agreeing about whether or not Ozzy should take this stand. And why did why did Lewis say he's sounding less like Billable Bill and more like Billable B? I was like, what? That was rude. Goodness gracious. But they did mention that Jax's whole point in this was like, but he just doesn't think that Ozzy would get rid of somebody that he really loved, because even in her own thoughts, she's like, well, you've dealt with so many unreliable people that when you have somebody that is, you just don't get rid of them. But Lewis says, but that might be the reason that you do, because you do so before they abandon you. So what are your thoughts on that? And do you think that's what Ozzy did?
I mean, it was a hot line. Shout out to Lewis for the hot line. But
that.
I don't think he did. I really don't.
He was
Anybody else?
having a little chit chat with his wife, little pillow talk, not on the pillow, talking about Bill and whatnot. But she's a lawyer, so it's also good to like make her think of the other perspective. So even if Ozzy didn't do it, at least she can figure out how to combat that in court. So I just thought it was a good little thing for him to put out there for her to think of. I don't think that he did it, but doesn't hurt to think.
I don't
about
know. What y'all think? Monique, Lawrence, what y'all think?
I mean, I agree with what Jay and Miss Kira said. I mean, I don't think he did it, but as a partner in crime. But I need Lewis to take his own advice. But that last line that he said, I need him to I need him to take his own advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a hot bar, but you got to take that yourself.
Yeah, because when he said that line, I'm looking like, now Lewis, what just happened?
Now Lewis, exactly.
that's what I was like. I had rolled my eyes so hard. I had to, boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
DeMarcus.
but
He said that Lewis
Lewis
was right. Okay. He was right, but I agree with Lawrence too. Sweep around your own front door, child.
Right. It's like, take that to your job, okay?
Right. Yep.
No, he has a different strategy.
Yes.
He said, do as I say, not as I do. He's not talking about me.
It was a different strategy, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Be a simp at work too. Lord have mercy. Gosh. Moving on. Okay. So in therapy with Dr. Owens, Ozzy admits that he was just placed on Adderall, but he actually didn't even know what he was diagnosed with. So she asked him, did you actually poison your dog? I'm not judging you. It doesn't matter to me whether or not you did. He never truly, well, later on he answers the question, but he was like, well, my mom thinks I did. And the fact that she thought that her son was even capable of it was basically, he was saying it hurt him. She was the last person who saw him as a person before everybody started seeing him as that character. And so Autumn, or Dr. Owens, was telling him, listen, that what matters is not in our mind, is not our thoughts or our dreams, but what matters is what we believe about ourselves. So my question to y'all is the question that Ozzy asked himself. What's worse? Knowing you didn't do something, but the person you love and trust the most believe that you're a monster, or not remembering if you unalive the person you love and trust the most?
Wow.
That's pretty loaded, but I'm going with the first one. You know what I'm saying? Because he always believed that, like you said, that his mom was supposed to be the hero in his corner. His mom was supposed to be the person that was going to believe him, regardless if he did something to a dog or if he did do nothing with a dog. But now, with everything that's been going on with him, the drugs as a kid, all the medical stuff, now his mom believed that he is, unfortunately, a monster as well. And we saw the end where that confrontation between the mom and son needed to happen. Very emotional scene.
Jay?
Yeah, I agree with Lawrence, man. You know, it's to have somebody who's supposed to give you unconditional love, all of a sudden just turn on you and believe most of all your life that you're a monster, dog. That's the worst feeling in the world, B. You know what I mean? Because there's no changing the years of you feeling the way you feel because I'm sure she treated him a certain way because she believed what she believed.
Yeah.
So you always had that in the back of his mind, like, yo, she believe I did this, so she's gonna treat me this way every single time. So yeah, I do feel bad for Ozzy in that sense, because the person that's your number one. That's the mom is the first person that a young man falls in love with, and not in that way, but you know, as far as finding out what love is, a mom's gonna teach you what love is and nurturing and everything else like that. So when your number one person that's supposed to love you unconditionally doesn't trust you, that's the worst place to be.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with both of
So
you guys.
yeah, so the other part is that Dr. Owens takes the stand to say that Ozzy has shown signs of arrested development and admits that early fame and sexual abuse contributed to him to that arrested development. So, but what he was diagnosed with is conduct disorder, which manifested in adulthood as, in layman's terms, temper tantrums. But she insists, though, that he understands consequences. But the prosecution had a field day with this, trying to twist her words and saying, especially when she said that, oh, well, he exhibits regression, panic, and despair. But he honed in on the panic, meaning that he was panicking for maybe because he actually unalived Wendy. So who won that round? Did she hurt or help? Monique.
I think she helped, especially when Ozzy get on the stand and stuff. So it kind of helped. I see what Mike was trying to do, but it really didn't stick the landing for me, in my opinion. I see what he's trying to do. Just out of all she said, he just focused on this one thing, this one word, but it didn't stick the landing for me. But yeah, she did a great job. I did great, especially when you get Ozzy on the stand later, it all come together. So,
what say you, Miss Kira?
I agree with Mo. I think she laid the foundation. And you know, Mike on Mike, I guess that other guy ain't never ever coming back, and Mike is just taking over. And you know he going to throw them 1-2. So I think she laid a good foundation for him for later.
Now, DeMarcus thinks that Mike should have questioned Vanessa, the mistress, to take the stand for reason about to help Sal's case. But Sal's not the one on trial, though.
No.
So
No,
I think it would have been irrelevant.
yeah, no need for
right,
her.
that's irrelevant.
Yeah, no need.
Yeah. Anything else about Dr. Owens and what she said on the stand?
I just want to say there was like a little. I'm about to go back and rewatch this part again, but whenever Dr. Owens and Jax finished, the conversation, I felt like Dr. Owens gave Jax a weird look in the face, and Jax looking back at her like did I mess up or?
I did good. I did good. Like, did I do good?
Right, exactly. That's the vibe that I felt.
Yep.
But yeah,
that's what sparked my question.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did good. She did good. And
She
Mike
stuck
was
to the facts.
reaching. Mike was reaching, and she was like, "Nah, don't even try that." I said, "She said you saw what she said when he was like, she said, I know when people are trying to manipulate me." Y'all remember that
She's
part?
trying to see.
And I wanted her to say, I see what you're trying to do with me and trying to manipulate me into getting me to say something that you want me to say, Mike, but it's not going to happen.
But I'm glad she didn't, because that would be making it about her.
Yes, of course,
instead of about Ozzy.
Of course. But that's why that's why Autumn is a great professional. She kept her cool.
Yeah, because Jay, you wouldn't kept your cool.
I would be like, nah, Mike, I see what you're trying to do, son. It ain't gonna work, man.
And then the judge gavel.
Like order in the court, like no, okay, sorry.
But
He's going to try to twist them words around. That's his job.
Okay.
yeah.
But on a serious note, they do have to come out next season with a stronger defense attorney to go against Jax. It cannot be Ortiz the entire single time that we had the show. I know the previous guy, he had to leave due to some mental health issues or something like that. They had to call up Ortiz. They got to have somebody that's going to be strong. And Ortiz is doing a good job, don't get me wrong. But we need somebody else that can go toe-to-toe completely with Jax next season.
I agree, because Jax is a pit bull in a skirt.
Yeah, you can't keep calling him back what's his third season, whatever. I forgot when he first came in, but you got to get somebody else stronger next season.
And congratulations
Well, we
on
had
the next
what's-
season.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
what's her
on
name
season
last
4.
season? That lady,
Lucy.
last season, Lucy.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny though, I thought when they were bringing Tommy on that he was going to be the opposing counsel.
Right. Exactly.
And so I thought it was going to be a
Same.
battle of them, so here we are. But they battling still. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on. So now they're back in the office. Jax is still convinced that Ozzy is innocent, but her and Bill still do not agree. And so Crystal mentions that basically she thinks Ozzy is too dumb to have unalived Wendy. So they decided to use that as an angle and a strategy, his capability.
Crystal.
So they said, but his pride will keep him from looking dumb. So after Crystal leaves, she confronts Bill. Like, what is your problem? You being a contrarian. Every time I say something, you got to say something the opposite. He finally admits that his career is on the line. And it's on the line for Jax's whimsical decisions. And she had to remind him that this is her case. You here to learn. I'm here to win. What are you doing? So she figures out that the partners promised him something for winning. Now, is Bill really with her, or is he against her?
Against.
Bill
He's
is
for
for
himself.
self.
He's
Yeah,
for
Bill
self.
is for self.
We saying the same thing, Kara.
That's what I
Same
said.
thing.
Again, that's what if he's for self, he's against her
Yeah.
in some
I
form
agree.
of way, indirectly. Even
Yeah.
though he
But
wants
I
to
feel
win,
like-
so
I feel like he'll go with Jax if it suits him at the moment, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
if it don't,
Right.
Right, that's why
Yeah,
he
he-
against her.
He's a flag. He's a flag. He goes with the win. Like whatever's gonna serve him and
Especially
give
the
him
move he
advantage.
did later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please.
Tommy.
I agree.
I saw a little
I agree
Tommy
with
in that move. I know we're gonna talk about it. I saw a little Tommy in
Yeah.
that move later.
Mm-hmm.
And that divorce about to
Okay.
hit them pockets.
Okay. He's
Mm.
about to be mad about it.
He need
Double
that
time
money.
too. Woo-wee.
I need it. I need that money.
So next, y'all, Lewis is leaving work when he is approached by Chelsea. And she was saying that Eddie is not who he said he is. Her mom died and he left her to deal with it all by herself, even though he was the one that was with her. And she just wants wants to warn Jax that Eddie is a scammer and insinuated that he is not sober. Basically, with the exception of the sober stuff, she's saying the same thing about Eddie that Eddie was saying about her last week.
Yeah.
Now,
they extension
what
of
does
each
Chelsea-
other.
They both
Yes. Yeah, they are. What does she want from them though? Is she real or not?
We know that she wants some type of cash payment. She needs some money for something, you know what I mean? But we don't know what the money is needed for. But because it's Lewis, and I gotta say this about Lewis right quick. I said this on another live, but why was Lewis so startled when Chelsea walked up to him? He was like, "Yo, just take my wallet. What do you want from me?" "Yeah, I'm scared." I'm like, "Bro, it's a woman, bro. You just get off work."
Wait, hold on, Lawrence.
Don't do that, Lawrence.
Wait a minute, Lawrence.
Hold on,
Don't
hold
do
on,
that.
Hold
We're
on.
not
That
gonna
be
get you.
that be
We're not
how
gonna-
they
we're not
get
gonna
you.
do that.
Hold on. Let
Women
me
can
get it.
kick ass.
Hold on, let me get
Sorry.
it. Battle of Sexes popping. Y'all know we have one every episode, so I'm doing this one for Jay. Move anyway.
Oh
no,
God,
Lord.
No,
Lord.
hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. No, I was
Okay.
wondering why was he so startled. I just want him to be a little bit more masculine at the end of the day. I just want them to write him with a little bit more to be a little bit more stronger. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lady can take down a man. I'm just saying.
Well, we saw
Lawrence,
that. What
I got
Alice
2
got
words
jumped.
for you. Go ahead, Monique. 2 words. Alex Hill.
That's if we're going to stick
That's
to
what I
this show.
said.
Okay.
We saw that one.
They took him down. The ladies took him down. I still couldn't fight back at all. They took him down. Shout out to the ladies.
Take my wallet. He was saying the same thing that Lewis was saying. Take my wallet. I mean, he was on the ground.
Want that wallet. Yeah, but I don't like how she just rolled up on him.
I don't.
Yeah.
Lewis was asking the wrong question. I'm like, how the hell you know where I work?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And
Why
one of
did
the things she said. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, why did Lewis act like he didn't know who she was? Because you remember him and Daniel been checking her out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure he done seen the pictures.
I don't know.
Like,
He saw
Maybe
pictures.
I don't think he saw her yet.
I don't think so.
oh, he didn't see
I
her?
don't think he saw her yet. I
You
don't
know
think he
her
saw
name and stuff.
That's why he was like, "Who are you? What do you want? What do you want with me?" Because he never saw her.
Mhm.
He knows. Yeah, he knows the name and has the number.
Yeah.
Child,
That's
she could have been with Scamming Sam, child. He coming from work. You know, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Because
True.
Sam be over there scamming.
Good
What do you
point, Kira.
want?
Good point, Kira.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
how she talking about Eddie is a scammer? I'm like, but what are you?
Mm.
Right.
We don't know you. Just don't know
Period.
you.
Like, why
And
should I
you
trust
up
your
there-
word? Yeah.
Right. You part of the scam. You taking his social security checks that he faking a back entry from. Like,
Mm.
get out of here.
Mm.
Period. And then
You know.
along the lines of what you were saying, Monique, about what you didn't like what she said, I didn't like what she said either when he was like, why do you call him Eddie and not Daddy? And she was like, because Daddy is reserved for men like you. How'd she
You.
know?
You don't know this man.
That's
That was
what
a
what
it
it
that was a
was,
gas.
man.
That was a gas up. She was gassing them
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, she was
So
gassing
getting
them
close.
up.
Scammer.
True. But what
Yeah.
it shows though is that she had, well, we saw that she was, but it shows that just like just like Lewis was, looking for Eddie, she's stalking them.
Mhm.
Doing their due diligence.
Because why would she know that information?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with you.
And
don't
I
know
highly
how-
doubt Eddie giving that up.
Right.
Because he already tell her to stay away. I don't think he would be sharing.
And Eddie don't like Lewis, so Eddie wouldn't be like, yeah, Lewis is a good father. So
Right.
she just gassing him to just kind of get him to soften up to her. So maybe it's like,
so he can get
why
so
don't you
she can get in
come
touch with Jack.
over? Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's playing him.
So yeah, she about to play him so much that this man right here, Lewis, is getting ready to cash out her the money that she needs.
Yeah.
You
And
what?
Lewis
He
is
bet
easily
not.
played.
He
Lewis
bet
can-
not. That's what I was saying. He
Yeah.
bet not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Go
he-
talk to your wife,
I can see him
Lewis.
doing this. I can see him
Because
doing
I'm like, no.
I can see him doing this only because he wants no problems for Jax. He'll be like, oh, boy, you need $1,000, whatever. I'm saying, for example, okay, I'll cash up you. You can get out of our lives and just go and get married away. I can see Lewis pulling that wild card out, but it'll backfire on him more than likely whenever Jax finds out. If
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's not
So she-
allowed to do anything without Jackson's approval.
Well,
He bet not.
right.
That seems
You
to be the
bet not.
pattern. That seems to be the
Uh-oh.
pattern. So it's probable.
Well, so Meet Your Music says it seems that Eddie and the daughter are planning to get money from Jax, but I can't figure out why. I agree with you. I don't know why either, but part of me for her, which is what's always the case, usually from some unwanted child or whatever, or the band child, the black sheep, whatever, is that
Mhm.
they believe that the quote unquote charm child owes them.
Mm.
And the truth is, I'm like, she didn't even know you existed last year, let
Mm.
alone,
Yesterday, shoot.
just crazy. Just crazy. Okay, sorry. I didn't know what
Why
that
you
was.
just
I
popped
should've looked
that up?
before
What
I
if we
said that.
find
All
out?
right, I'm say
What
stop clicking stuff.
What if we
I'm
find
sorry.
out we getting on this girl right here, right? But what if we find out that she needs the money because one of her babies needs surgery and they don't got the
Then
money?
she need to ask right.
That's
not the way
you
to
could be
go.
upfront about. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
know
people
the
will be
way to go,
sympathetic
but how
stuff
would
like
you
that.
feel? How would y'all feel being that y'all getting on her? That really this is not for her. it's
Same
for
way
the
I
kid.
feel about Mama Lou. No ways, baby. Nothing changed over here. I'm
Dang.
Monique 69.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cold blooded.
Cold-blooded.
Mhm.
Cold blooded.
Yep.
Mm,
Dang.
Yeah,
Yep.
you better check that post. Cold. Yeah.
Mm.
Icebox.
Get more with honey than you do with lemon. That's all I'm
I
saying.
agree.
She could at least
You
try
get
the
to know
most way.
somebody. You don't just go asking. And if you don't know them like that, you don't be asking them for no money.
Yeah.
That ain't cool to me. That's that's the easiest way to get blocked.
Yep.
Because
Get out.
no.
No.
That's what she was waiting
Moving
for. She's
on.
waiting for Eddie to move in to ask the money, but he ain't doing it.
Because she stalked him at his job to go and approach the husband instead of her actual sister.
Hello.
That is
That's what I
shady.
said. All
Shady
wrong.
behavior.
Right.
Yeah.
Shady. Okay. Moving on. So Daniel comes home to find a note from Kristen that says that they can't be fixed. Too much has happened and that they're done. So he tries to call, but we see that she doesn't answer. She takes the SIM card out, throws it away, and disposes of the phone, child. What do y'all think about this?
We know that man Daniel.
I did one of these. I did a salute like Jay.
Salute.
Same.
Yeah.
Save yourself.
Like bye, say yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that Daniel ended up tracking her down. You know what I'm saying? That man's 007. He can find anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Jay.
I'm just saying he knows how to put a piece of the puzzle to find somebody. So like Bruce Wayne, but go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, her doing that with the phone. I'm like, girl, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? What she threw away? The SIM card?
Yep.
I just like, girl. She just want attention. I was playing. I'm like, girl, you know how Daniel is. Like he can find you, so you know that already. So yeah,
I wanted
nobody
Daniel
else
to,
can.
I wanted Daniel to let it go. I knew he wasn't going to because it's Daniel, but I was like, take the blessing and keep it pushing because
He's the only one that care for her.
She ain't nothing but trouble.
That's the unfortunate part.
Unfortunately.
Miss Kira, that man in love, he can't let it go that easy.
Child.
Blackberry molasses.
I knew you was gonna say that. I forgot you know got that.
Giving lust.
Y'all know the power. Y'all got the power. Y'all know what y'all doing.
Okay, so that could be true as well. She definitely has mental illness of some sort.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So now we're back at court, and Sal tells Ozzy that he's got this, but he notices that his mama and the sister is not there. So he had to tell him they're not coming, but don't you worry about them because we got this. But I felt like them not coming kind of I'm like, doesn't that make him look guilty? I don't know. But anyway, this leads to another flashback. So another month went by, and Rosie is waking Ozzy up because he needs to be on set. He asked for a heartier breakfast, but she was like, no carbs. And he notices that there's 3 pills instead of 2. And she was like, oh, the executives are going to be there and you must be sharp. But this is when we start to see he is expressing that he no longer wants to do this. He doesn't want to be on the show anymore. And she was like, basically like, go get dressed, get ready. We have to get this done, but you can see how very cold she is. And she goes to walk out. He blurts out that he didn't do what she thinks that he did. And she was like, well, I'm sure it was an accident. And even when he says, okay, love you, Mom, she does not even return it. She just says,
nope.
Same. That was sad. What do y'all think about it?
Cold-blooded. Who was the real? So with all that you just explained, you did such an excellent, eloquent job at explaining that.
Thank you.
With the pills, who's the real drug pusher?
No.
I'm just saying.
But the Adderall.
It's Adderall, though.
Still.
Yeah. It's like a
You need to be good on the set. You need to be right. You need to be good.
Chill.
You need to be right for when you go on the set. He don't want to do it. So now he's going to resort to go from Adderall to what?
Something else.
That's a gateway.
That's what he said, though. He was like, it started with this, and we went to that, and this, that, and
exactly. So now he start making that a habit of his.
Yeah.
So was it really Monica or was it his own mom?
Both.
I think
it's a group project.
Right.
Group
Thank
project.
you.
Group project.
Good answer.
And then she was giving more stage mom than his mom. So if you can't say I love you back and say it was a mistake and give me some sympathy, you just all about business. That's why he is how he is now, and why he didn't want to do it no more.
He should have got rid of her a long time ago. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, seriously.
You know how they say you have an angel and a devil on your shoulder? Well,
Mm.
for Ozzy, he has two devils on his shoulder:
Mm-hmm.
the mom
Mm,
and Monica.
mm,
So he was a
Yep.
lost cause.
Ozzy needed him some mental health days, baby. Mama wasn't trying to hear it, okay? She's like, you will work.
And the worst part about it, those two devils was like, yeah, but it's all for you. It's for your
Right.
success. What does the devil do?
Yeah,
All that glitters is not gold, because behind all that is a pile of shit.
yeah.
Mm.
And didn't the mom say something like, "There's so many kids that would love to be in your shoes," or something like that? And
Yep.
Manipulation.
Something like that.
yeah, even though he was sitting there
I
on
was
that,
like, well, go get one of them then.
exactly.
Child, you
But his response was, "But I would rather be doing what they're doing."
Yeah.
Yep.
It want to be a regular
You
kid,
know,
regular kid.
being a
You know what that reminded
Exactly.
me of? You know what that reminded me of?
What?
The late, great Michael Jackson. And how Mike
Mhm.
wanted to be a kid and he lost out on his childhood because Joe wanted him to sing with his brothers.
Yep.
And then when he grew up, now he
He-
could do whatever he wanted to do and be a kid. And that's what led to,
Mhm.
you know, all
Yep.
the rest of that stuff. So,
craziness. Yep. Let them
yeah.
kids be
Mhm.
kids. Let them have some
Yeah.
mental health days too, child. They be stressed
Yeah.
out too.
Okay.
I
Exactly.
agree. Totally.
Exactly.
True.
Totally.
And now,
Let them off school.
Michael now is forever known to be a big kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. So we also see that Ozzy is called to the stand. So he's 25. He's been an actor since he's 3, and he semi lives alone. So they start talking about the blicky that was at the cabin, and he didn't select it. Monica took him to go get it, and he's only shot it once, and that was 7 years ago. There was also, they brought up the rope, and also how they found that at the cabin. Where was that bought? He was like, at the store. Well, what store?
What store?
I don't know. And what
Uh,
kind of, well, if you were to buy it today, where would you buy it?
The rope
From a-
store.
from where?
The
Yeah,
rope
from
store. All right. I was
Oh.
like, oh,
The courtroom starts laughing.
Oh,
Y'all.
man.
yeah. I was like, oh,
Well, that's
He
what they
clocked
said.
in
They
after
said
that, though,
she said
baby.
we
He
gonna make
clocked
him
in.
look dumb, make him look so like not having the
Mhm.
ability. Like that proved it right there.
Yep.
The
Right.
ropes.
She was establishing that he basically is not equipped.
Yes.
And so when they asked him about his whereabouts on the night of Wendy's demise, he talked about Alex bringing the smugs, and he felt guilty. Guilty of what? That he broke his promise to Wendy.
right.
Then
Not staying
prosecution
sober.
wants to bring, yes, then prosecution wants to bring up his improv class and the fact that he had family members who lied for him. So he's twisting his words, and Ozzy had to blurt it out like we knew that he would, but he was like that he's messed up.
Mm.
And then he proceeds to give the speech that Jax wanted him to give, that he is an
Right.
adult, but does not know how to do adult things. And he's also said that he hated that he was getting high while she was dying, and that he was too high to remember what was going on. But he said, no, I didn't take Alex there because I didn't know how to get to the cabin. So was his testimony powerful, and were you persuaded?
And the Oscar goes to Oswald
I
Did a
Edwards.
good job.
That
Or
was
Zell.
amazing.
Or
Zell. I'm
Or
making
Zell.
up. Yo, that was great. That was, see, I mean, like we said earlier, like he's an actor, right? But he was telling the truth.
Mhm.
Like, yo, I don't know how to do none of this. I don't know my own passwords. I don't know any of this, bro. Like, whatever you accusing me of doing and roping and this, I don't know where the store is, bro. I don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody does it for me. So how the heck do you think I could do this? Perfect. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been a child star all my life. I always had people do stuff for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the cabin is. A rub store? I guess it was at a rub store. I've never been to Walmart. I never had to go buy my own underwear. You know what I mean? That's how Ozzy was. He put on a performance of a lifetime on that stand, like Jay said.
Yeah, he said Alex was not there that night either because, like, he don't even know the way how to get to the cabin. He said, I can't even tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Miss Kara, thoughts?
I was just cracking up, child, when he said rope store. I said, maybe not the rope store. Like, you
Not
ain't
you
never been to
laughing with it.
Yeah, because you ain't never been to the store with your mama. Like my little kids can
Nope.
tell you where to get stuff. Like, no,
Yeah, but
okay,
your kids
fine.
is not on sets. Like she gave him 3 Adderall that day. He had this to do. He had this to do all day. It's just like
Look, mom ain't even going to the
she.
store.
Right, I would say mom ain't
Mom
going
got
to
an
the store.
assistant
I'm
going to
saying
the
before
store.
he got there, mama was going to the
But
store.
since 3, he's been acting
Since
though.
3 years old.
I guess.
The first 3 years, you mean?
I
He don't
said
remember
I guess.
nothing.
Now,
He don't remember
I
nothing
know.
from 1 to 3.
Remembering,
All right.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
he's an actor. Y'all don't get like. You never had a store scene in the acting. You never watched nothing on TV and see what
Even
like.
in this, even in the store scene, the PA goes and gets whatever is needed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang.
But
The
they're
same
at a
PA.
store, and this don't say rope store. On the,
That
on
is
the top.
hilarious. Woo.
Oh God.
But I
I
like that
felt
he
bad
also
that the mom and the sister weren't there though, because I feel like that did make him look a little,
yeah.
like you don't
That's
even
what I was
trust in your
saying.
own brother and son for you to show up at when he's testifying. You've been here this whole time, and when he's giving his testimony, y'all not there. So
I agree.
I felt
support him.
bad about
I
that.
agree.
Yeah,
I thought he was
agree.
gonna mess up when he found that out. I was like, oh no.
yeah.
I agree.
Mhm.
But he also did exactly what Jack said he was going to do in terms of like, oh, he has too much pride to make himself look stupid. So when they started laughing, he was like, he rose to the occasion. The prosecution, I think, who put that in there? Hope Andrea HFG. No, the prosecution was not ready because he was kind of speechless, like, oh, nothing further.
He couldn't even do nothing with that. Like, cause he looked like a hole,
Yeah, you could tell Mike was trying to fish for words like he usually does to try to twist it. He couldn't do it. He was like, no further questions.
Yeah, when he said something about, I'm paraphrasing what Ozzy said, but he said something, I forgot what he said, but he was like, that doesn't make me a bad guy or something like that. And even Ortiz, he kind of, like Jay said, he fumbled. You can see the look on his face. He kind of looked towards the jury. Then he gathered himself back real quick, try to get Ozzy going. Ozzy definitely gave him a good gut punch to the stomach.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. All right. So let's go. The partners confront Bill about Ozzy taking the stand because he did not inform them. He was like, Jax is the first chair and this is her strategy. Now they reiterated that they didn't want Jax to 69 their acquisition plans. Bill was like, you mean 86?
Not 69, child. But your number's right.
Oh my God. So they threatened him and he fought back. He says, look, if I tell Jax what your plans are, they'll just go up in smoke. So he reveals that he is going through a taxing divorce and he needs the money more than anything. He needs this win more than Jax. So if you want me to help, you need to help me help you. And we already know what that means. Because the next thing you know, Jax is practicing her closing argument and the partners come in to relieve her of that duty. Child, they're talking about some Bill wants to do it. Well, it was so funny. I'm sorry. It was so funny when she was like, they were like, oh, I hope you're not, are we interrupting you? She was like, yes. Like, hello, I'm busy. What are y'all doing? Y'all still there? Or am I moving?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
We're good.
Oh, okay.
We're listening to you.
Right.
You're a great storyteller.
Okay. This went still. Okay. So Bill wants to do the closing argument. And of course, Jackson's like, hell no. She said, I don't rock the boat. I keep the boat upright in rocky waters. It was my team who found all that evidence that was needed. She told them off and said, all I do is win. You don't have to give me my credit, but you're going to give me my respect. And by the way, tell Bill I said, what's up? Because I know he came to you with this mess. So what y'all saying about this?
That was epic. It was giving me Claire Huxtable when she had cussed Elvin's ass out on that episode. She was running it down. Okay, I do this, this, and this. Don't come in here with this foolishness at the last minute asking me. Like, he did do a little bit, we saw him a little bit on the stand, but to do the closing, like, unless it's something that's required, like last season with Corey, where you don't want to be the one to ask the questions. Like, no, you're not going to do the closing. Absolutely not.
So
I was
so
Right.
basi- so basically, Jax pulled out those receipts on Bill and the partners. My name is on
Mm-hmm.
this building. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just y'all. I'm up here too. You know, I got the billable hours. You know, like you said earlier, my team, we found the tape. You will treat me with respect. And I have nothing but respect for Jax. I'm so glad she stood up to the partners and told them how she really felt. Jax didn't sugarcoat nothing for nobody.
Nothing. Nothing. Exactly. Monique?
I don't have no thoughts on this. I mean, she just told them off, and rightfully so. I'm with her.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts, Jay?
She said, "Get the fuck out of here. Hey, you know who's running this, B." That's how she did in New York style. You know what I'm saying? She was from New York. That's how she was. You crazy, son? Are you crazy? Do you know who I am? Nah, it was great. It was great. Like they needed to be put in their place. You know what I'm saying? Little white bread motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
and nothing. I love my white peoples. I love all peoples, but you know, you 86ing and not 69ing and whatever. Like
What?
I love the writing. Yo, shout out to the writers because this is, like I
Oh,
said, some
yes.
real life stuff. They be messing up terms. But anyway, Jax, love Jax, man. Love Jax.
Yep. Same. I agree. I don't know how they're trying to plan a merger without her, but that's the point. They don't want her there.
I don't know
They
how
do
that
not
works
want
at
her there.
all. And you a partner.
Exactly. This just disrespectful. Period. But of course, she won that argument and she proceeded to give the closing argument, which again, I felt like it was showing the parallels between her life and Ozzy's life. So she
Mhm.
talked about children being protected and that the prosecution did not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Ozzy is guilty. So you need to vote not guilty for Ozzy, for Wendy, and for the truth. So what
Yep.
stuck out most for you in her closing arguments and what are your thoughts?
Closing arguments from Jax. Wow. If I was in the jury, she would have won me over. You know what I'm saying? I thought, and I'm trying not to be biased here, I thought that she really did make a good final statement. And I feel like when it comes to Ortiz, he was doing everything he can on his side to basically to continue to paint Ozzy as the bad guy, as his villain, as the monster. I think Jax wanted to make people realize, you know, what would you do if this was your child? You see how things affect him from being a child up to now.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he's not okay in the head. We get that right there. We can get him some help. But what would you do if this was your child? I thought the closing arguments from both sides was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I believe
But
the
this was
children are our
Ortiz's
future.
face. This was Ortiz's face after Jax got finished. Saudi.
I don't know why, because he's the one when he was giving the other guy like
He should
before
be
him
used to
advice
it.
on advice on Jax. You know, she humanizes her client, so it's like this
Yeah.
is what she does. This is the gift that she has to make
Right.
the jury feel like this is a real person, and then this, you know, this could happen to anybody, and look at their background and everything that's been laid before you. So I don't know why, you know, he was so surprised, but she did her
Right.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jack's game plan to touch the hearts of the women and the mothers and what just happened with Ozzy and his testimony. The look on Michael's face is like, I am defeated, and I know I'm defeated, but it's up to the jury to decide. But he knows, like, he got slapped up. Just like he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Great job, Jax.
Absolutely. Okay. Anything else, Monique?
Nope.
Okay.
No. Good job.
Well, then they begin to show kind of a montage as the jury is deliberating. And Rosie pulls out this box underneath Ozzy's bed, sees a photo of the dog, and while Ozzy is looking over a photo of their family, when it looks like at one point they were happy. So Rosie's photo of the dog, though, was Ozzy's, you know, like best friend. I love this dog. It still had the dog collar in there. So Rosie goes to see Ozzy, and we see, I feel like, what was the realest moment we've ever seen from Rosie. She apologizes for not protecting him, for being distant, putting that distance between them simply because she did not believe him. And she admits now that she knows he didn't do it. And I think that she was meaning both Unaliving the dog and Wendy. And he was like, I didn't do it, Mom. She says, I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. And they hug, and it was very emotional for the both of them. And hopefully this was the first step to their healing. Were there any
Hope
thoughts
so.
about it?
No, it's touching. He needed a hug from his mom. So
Yeah.
Sure
Look at his
did.
face. It's like relief, release, all of the things. Look at his face.
Yeah.
He
I
needed his
think
mama.
I think they both needed this moment. You see those big eyes of Ozzy. You know what I'm saying? Like the tears are coming down. He needs to hear this from his mother because his entire life he felt like his mother kind of painted him and viewed him as that monster. And the mother needs to make the confession to her son that, you know, I realized that I was wrong. And you was right. I believe you. You didn't kill Wendy. You didn't kill the dog. This was the moment that both of them needed, like you said, Letitia. Hopefully, this can help them on their healing journey. This is one of my top 5 moments of Reasonable Doubt for the season right here.
Yeah.
I
Very
think
much so. Very touching.
the bravest thing you can do is come to the realization that you're wrong and then apologize.
Yes.
That's in general. Because a lot of people are dead wrong and loud and will never admit that they're wrong. And they don't know how many people they're hurting in the process. Like Rosie hurt her son for years. All right. He had to compress and suppress that pain over the years. All right. And that's just one aspect of why he's so traumatized. But I said, like I said earlier, this is the most important one because that's supposed to be the one that gives you unconditional love. So for her to do this, kudos to Rosie. And I'm glad he was able to receive it because most people can't receive it, right? Because they've been so hardened and bitter over the years of thinking somebody doesn't believe them or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? They're hurt by somebody. It kind of builds up and sometimes you can't receive it. But I'm glad he was able to receive this.
Yeah. I think he was longing for it. And that's why he could receive it.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So Bill is on the phone with, I'm assuming, his lawyer, child, complaining about the fact that Kendra is asking for more money in this divorce, child. I'm like, go Kendra, get busy. Go Kendra. And
Hit the pocket. Hey.
Exactly. Hey. We are so wrong.
You are.
And Jax comes
She
in,
got the kids. I don't know what he thought it was. You better.
Thank you. Period.
Y'all relish in this stuff. What you say? Y'all be relishing. Soon as the lady got, man, y'all be like, yeah.
That's right. Get that money. She works for the city. So she a city attorney. That she might as well be a public defender. So baby, no,
is she a public
give
defender?
her the money.
So she could be.
I
Is she a
think
public
so.
defender?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
If she were for
Wow.
So y'all give her that money. That money, honey. Anyway, so then Jax comes in to say that the jury has a verdict. But guess what, y'all? We don't get it today.
Nope.
So
Nope.
wah, wah, wah.
They said we
Okay.
gave you more than enough. Okay,
They said they gonna
Yes.
say
you'll get it in the finale.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not mad at them though. I'm not mad at them. They did a hell of a job, like leading us up to this point. So I'm not mad.
It builds up the anticipation for you, for the audience.
Absolutely.
But we're like, bring it on and wrap it up, please.
Oh yeah, I think
But
the general. I was just gonna say, I think the general consensus. I think everybody, across social media, a lot of people I talk to actually watch the show in general. I think everybody wanted to know what was going on, at least by episode 8, when it came to Wendy, Ozzy, the killer, the jury. They kind of wanted to wrap it up early instead of dragging it all the way to the final episode. But
Thank
Again,
you.
we are living in a microwave society. It's
Yes.
not even microwave now. It's like light speed. You want it now. Give it to us in the second episode, and then we want to find out
Mick,
the after effects. We want to see the after effects because we want to know right now. And it's like, bruh,
I
be
call it
patient.
I call it McDonald's generation, Jay.
That's
And we're
what
all
it is.
I'm guilty of it myself. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
hear you, but I'm just saying, give us a little something. Wrap it up, please. But Jax is sharp, okay? Because I like that suit.
Yes.
And then lastly, child. So even though Kristen was ignoring Daniel's calls, he finds her, of course, at some kind of lake house or whatever. He declared his love. You could tell me anything. Let me help you. And she is going on about how Ozzy has always been their parents' entire world. She's always had to find a place in order for her to be seen, and she'd do anything to be seen. Light was going off on that one. And she was like, Ozzy loved that dog more than he loved me. And then Daniel comes to the realization, because she could have interchanged the dog or Wendy in that question. I mean, in that statement. Ozzy loved Wendy more than he loved me. So Daniel asks, did you unalive Wendy?
Mhm.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do y'all think?
Shout out
I
to the
know they
writers
bet-
again. Go
I
ahead, go
know
ahead.
they better not try to pull no switcheroo on me and give me some random, like, please. Please,
Yeah.
if it's not what we got right in front of us, please. That's all I know. I feel like she did it.
I think they are, though. I think they are, because that's how they've been doing us all season. They
Yeah.
will put it right in front of us and be like, it gotta be her. She got the strap. She knows the combination. She knows all the passwords. She knows where the cabin is. It has to be her. And then turn around and be like, no, it was Ozzy's ex-girlfriend.
What
Don't
you
get
I'd
the
say
market
still be
started,
Monica
child.
still out there. Monica's still out there running.
That's true. That's
what
true.
should be in Cash Doll's character? I'm be so disappointed.
That's what Nisha. That's what I was saying too. It better not be her.
I promise. If it's not the core four, I'm talking about the mother, the
Yeah.
sister. If it's not the core four, man, no disrespect to Cash Doll, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, I'm gonna be so
It
disappointed. I'm
better
like,
not have been her. Otherwise, she shouldn't have been scared about getting her booty ate up, because that man said he was going to snatch her butt off and eat it for dinner or whatever. So you shouldn't have been so scared if you did it. You taking people out.
Right.
Just saying.
It can't be her because she got shook, right? So it
He was
couldn't
like,
be her,
he
right?
was.
He didn't do it.
Mhm.
I misspoke.
Eat my
I
booty.
mean, it could be Christian, but she could be talking about the dog situation. I don't know.
I think she's talking about the dog, but I feel like she got a hand in it.
She definitely
I
does.
feel like it was an admission.
Mm.
I can see it both
I'm
ways.
sorry.
I'm
Mhm.
riding with Letitia. Shout out to Letitia. Everybody been, jacking your
That
style
group project. Mhm.
about
Oh
the
yeah,
project.
yeah.
Group
Yeah.
project.
The group project.
Yeah,
It's a group effort. Mhm.
yeah. I think it's
Definitely.
sister and one more person at least.
Yes,
Monica, I can see Monica.
Mhm.
Monica and
Mhm.
Kristen definitely.
Because
Mhm.
I mean, Ozzy keep having these flashes of Wendy in this chair. They
Right.
show it multiple
Mhm.
times, and then you see
Mhm.
somebody with curly hair or a wig or whatever at her feet, like they tying a rope around her feet.
Yeah.
Was on tripping.
And the first time we saw it was Monica. Now, since
Right.
then, they haven't shown her face, but
It
the
just showed
first time we saw it,
hair.
yeah, but it
yeah.
was Monica. And
But
so
don't forget
I was
that.
putting them because I was putting the mama in it. The mama likes to hire people to do her bidding. So,
Yeah.
right.
But don't
that
forget the
sister-
flashback. Don't forget that flashback that Ozzy had of Wendy's head in the forest getting popped. It was a shotgun, and then boom. It was so quick. Nobody remembers that. That was
Yeah,
like
I
way
remember
early in the
that.
season. Yeah, it was a flashback while he was in court. He saw her get popped.
What? How?
Yeah, you gotta go back. That was just,
Was it
so.
all?
It was all a dream or hallucination because he was on drugs, right? So
That's why I feel like he might have because I kept saying he did it. Then I was like, that would be too obvious. We're doing the same thing over again. But I'm like, maybe he saw who did it
yes,
and he just didn't, he wasn't having his bearings because he was high. So
yeah.
that
But then how did he get to the
Wow.
cabin again? That's the real question.
Christian or Monica.
So Kristen took
But
him
did they
along.
take her out at the cabin? That's the question. Because they said the
Right.
rope, so they could have done whatever wherever with the rope,
threw in
and
the
then
trunk,
took her up there, puned her,
Mhm.
and then try to
set it up.
bury her. That child.
But remember what I said like
Uh-huh.
earlier? I was saying how Kristen was tired of taking care of Ozzy and she wanted her own life.
You
Remember I
had
said
said
that?
that.
Mhm.
I said that a long time ago. So
Mhm.
now that looking at this right here and her saying, yeah, you know, he loved that dog more than he loved me. And I'm just tired. She's like, I'm just tired, right? She's tired. She wants her own life. She's tired of taking care
Well,
of
she
this guy.
should have been out and got something.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
weird. Why would you not try to make a life for yourself instead of just
Because she was living in the
being,
shadows. She was
under
just living in the
foot?
shadow. That's what he
She
said. I
said
was
she,
always. Mhm.
man,
She
she said
grown,
this.
so at some point, it's by choice. At some
Right.
point,
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you know,
agree.
she said the sun, moon, and stars revolve around Ozzy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when you're in this industry, you're somebody in your family ends up becoming famous. A lot of times the whole family ends up working literally for that person, and
Mhm.
after
Right.
a while, it gets draining. You got Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe is apparently head of security over here, but after a while, that stuff kind of gets draining. And Kristen wants a way out, but I didn't think she would go. I didn't think she was going to be this crazy and try
Right.
to off
How
somebody.
about getting out? Like, say no. Like, get move
Yeah.
the
but
hell
But
on.
she
she
I
clearly
think
was
said,
yeah.
feeling that way when she was younger. So as you got older, you should have tried to figure out where can I go to forge my own path and get away from
That
this.
part.
I don't have to do this. You
And
went
she
out.
was able to
exactly.
get money because she was paying Alex at one point, so she was able to get her
Right.
hand on some money. Girl, you better.
But
Mhm.
then
But
you
she
get
literally
money.
said,
Yeah.
she literally said, sometimes you know you have to do anything just to be seen. And that's the
Mhm.
reason why I felt like it was an admission of some sort. You know, her bringing up the dog this many years later, when also the mama is bringing up the dog. I think the dog was a metaphor for Wendy or a replacement
Well,
in
the
the
doctor
It's a
did
conversation.
replacement.
say
Actually, a replacement though.
whoever
Yeah.
did the
But
dog,
yeah.
they usually go on to
The dog is
do other
connected to Wendy,
things.
right? This is another.
Mhm.
Wendy's another person. Wendy's like the dog. Wendy's another person that Ozzy loved, but nobody
Right.
asked the question. No, here's the real question: how was Kristen affected by the dog's death, and what was the reaction that Rosie gave her, or did she even give
Right.
her reaction? Maybe she didn't even
Probably
like
not.
acknowledge her at all. Like,
She
oh,
ain't
this is.
answer her
It
after
was.
that.
It
That's
was just an
Said what he
That's
accident,
said.
Ozzy's dog.
right?
Like,
So they didn't. She didn't get the
Mhm.
attention that she was looking for when she poisoned the dog. Now she's trying to get
Mhm.
he
attention
got it
again by doing
again.
this. Yeah.
Right.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all connected. New York
Because
telephone.
Kristen is distressed. So, like, she the one that's on trial. And it's like, baby, you're not.
All
So
right.
she in her own prison, and I think it's
Yeah.
because she
She want to
guilty.
be. Yeah, she want to be.
Mhm.
No, she's sick. She need
But
help.
this is all
She do
about.
need help.
She's
I
sick.
said at the beginning, put her in a straitjacket. I'm just
Go ahead, brother.
saying.
What were you saying, bro?
I'm just saying this is all about the business of protecting Ozzy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? The Ozzy Edward business. They talked about this in the earlier episodes, and Kristen is warped in this right here. She don't want to be, but
hmm
she's in it now. She in too deep.
That's right.
That's why it's hard to
That's
get
right.
out. That's
Right.
why it's hard to get out. Like I was saying, yeah, she got money or whatever,
Mhm.
but she don't know how to get money any other way. When did we know that she had a job or had anything outside of taking care of Ozzy?
Right. We don't know.
When
if she
all that you know is to do this and to, take care of my brother. That's all I know how to do.
So
I didn't have to do
all
anything
she
else.
know is rope store also is what you're telling me.
Right. So the same way Ozzy don't know how to do stuff, she don't know how to survive on her own.
Mm-hmm.
She know how to manipulate and do all this crazy stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna work at McDonald's. She ain't gonna work at
Figure it
McDonald's.
out.
Of
You got
course, yeah.
I don't know
means.
if I
Figure it out.
I don't know if I agree that she doesn't know how to do anything on her own, considering how manipulative she is. So
Because she
She's
was doing with the
intelligent, yes.
daggone passwords and ripping out pages and notebooks and silly stuff.
So
mhm.
going back to long. Remember you said like Ozzy was longing for that forgiveness for the mom. Here she's longing for attention from the mom and the family because all the attention was on him.
Mm.
So she ain't gonna walk away without getting that satisfaction of, oh, they're finally looking at me. They're finally caring about me as much as they care about Ozzy.
Be
Right.
looking at you
No, I
like
can agree
this
with
with them hands behind that back.
Yep. Right. Then we gonna know. Oh, Kristen, we see you now
Mhm.
after 20 years.
And I'm like, Daniel, what have you gotten yourself into, sir?
Yeah.
Dealing with her.
I can't wait for this episode. I can't wait for
And
the
Daniel
finale,
better be
man.
all right, child.
I totally agree.
Ooh.
This
And I
right
feel
here.
Hey,
like
hey, everybody.
I
This
feel like
episode,
Ozzy's a star, but there's always room for the daughter. Like, I don't know. They're doing a lot, child. Whatever. I'm gonna let them have it. It's a story.
I just know
It's a
this right
story.
here. This may be their #1 episode with the
Yeah.
ratings. Period. When it comes to this right here, all the other
Mhm.
seasons, I feel like no episode is going to touch top this episode right here when it comes to these ratings. I feel like at 12 o'clock, whenever people watch this, and whenever I think it's 12 or 3 when it debuts, this is gonna be the talk all day. The ratings for this right here is gonna be out the roof.
Bro, the Hulu app is going to crash, yo.
It-
Because
Okay.
everybody been
may.
waiting for this, bro. And you know what? They deserve it, man. This whole entire season, they did an amazing job.
They did a
bro.
good job.
They
Mhm.
did.
Way better than like this to me. This is way better than the last 2 seasons. To be honest, that's for me.
Mhm.
I'm
They have
saying
me on edge at every corner.
this is very complicated. And
Yeah.
they kept us on our toes, I think, the entire season because we still don't have a definitive answer who we think really done it.
Yes.
You know,
That's a
Mhm.
great
Yeah, because
writing.
the last 2 seasons, I felt like we figured out what was going on relatively early. We weren't
We
getting
did.
down to episode 9, like,
who is it?
mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it
Tell us
wasn't
already.
too many. It wasn't too many like people last season. It was like, okay, either it was the daughter or either it was, you know what I'm saying? It was like 2 or
Right.
3 people. This is like
Right.
5, 6 people that people
It was
we've
the same thing
seen.
with season 1 too.
Yeah. It's crazy. I love
It's
it.
either the business partner, the wife, or him. That was like the top.
Yeah. Then we got Vanessa, who
Mhm.
we never seen before. The mistress. We haven't seen her.
And that's the undresser.
Crazy. This is wild. I love it.
Yes. So, okay. So that was the end of this episode. If you have any final thoughts before we do that, thank you so much for everybody who joined us, especially if you joined us in the chat and you said a couple of things. We appreciate this. We
Yes.
love discussing with you. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate hi to everybody. We see all the highs, but when I'm hosting, I can't type on the other stuff too. So, hey. Also, go around the room and give me your final thoughts, your prediction for who you think it is, and then tell us what you got going on your channel. Lawrence, let's start with you.
Wow. Man, always a good time with the homies. Wow. Final thoughts and predictions. I'm still leaning with Ozzy and the sister. I think somehow they tag team. I think she did the majority of the work. Maybe he blanked out. I don't know. Next episode, we will finally find out the truth. So I can't wait. So check out my review from this last episode, Reasonable Doubt. Also did a video on Tyler Perry's Finding Joy. It was very likable. I liked it to kick off the winter season. I thought it was very good. Check out my video also on the Black Panther. Speaking of Lori Harvey, Dancing Idris could be our next Black Panther. We will find out. And go follow my TikTok, man, at the Lawrence Support. I'm having a blast over there talking about Reasonable Doubt. The comments are outrageous, even more on YouTube as well. So follow me on the socials. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Yes, make sure you subscribe to everybody up here. You got the Lawrence Report, and then Miss Kira Speaks. What say you?
I don't have any predictions. We need to wrap. I mean, it's the last episode, so clearly we're gonna wrap up the whole Wendy thing. But I need to go know what's going on with Chelsea's old raggedy behind and Eddie. So we need to know that. Who was in the bedroom at the beginning of the first episode, laying on the floor, where Jax was all upset, and something else I'm forgetting. We gotta tie these little strings up. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'm with HFG. I'm gonna be off the socials till I watch the episode because I'm not staying up. So I'm gonna be off the socials till I watch it. I also did a recap for Finding Joy, so check that out. Check out my weekly huddle, just going over a little entertainment news, what's on streaming and whatnots. And we did a panel recap for The Family Business last night, so check that out and keep your notifications on because they just shoving this content at us in November. So I'm just trying to hold on.
Exactly. Monique?
I don't have no predictions to be honest, but the way this episode ended, it was like it's Christian. But I just hope that they execute of the reveal and the details of this reveal of what happened to Wendy in great detail. I hope they execute it right. I mean, they've been doing good so far. I just hate to feel underwhelmed when we get to the end. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's either Christian or Monica. But what I got going on, we did Family Business yesterday. As soon as I get off of here, I got a live with Tamika. We're gonna talk about it. Welcome to Dairy. And Wednesday Sisters. And Thursday I'm doing the Finding Joy, talking about that movie. And then first reaction with Jay. Right, Jay? Okay. He's like, okay. Birdman over there. Yeah, so I think that's it. He's like, Birdman, he did this.
Jay?
First off, great job, Letitia. You did an amazing job today. Definitely
Yes.
fun. Great hosting. Always love hearing your voice. Make sure you lock in with Letitia, man, because she's doing it. She's doing it big. And lock in with everybody here. So again, going back to your theory, since early in the season, it's definitely a group effort. And shout out to everybody watching us and extracting some phrases from us and putting it up. Shout out to my man Lawrence with the shout out from Hulu and them. Shout out to my crew, the squad. The squad, we just dope.
Yes.
We appreciate everybody for watching, but we dope over here. So keep watching us, fam, because we doing it big, beef. We doing it big. All right. So yes, I just did my game. What it looked like. Look at Mofe. What it looked like. I had some exclusive picks for the next episode of Power Book 4 Force. Okay, so check that out. I just did a live. Okay, and tell me what you think, what it looked like. And yes, Mo, we are doing first reactions after the next episode of Force. Okay, we're good. Okay. Did Reasonable Doubt also with my Shade in the City girls. So check that one out as well. We got the birthday coming. The birthday coming. November 21st. Make sure you're there. I'm giving away some stuff, family. But you got to stay to the end, okay? And we're going to have some games. We're going to have some dancing. Hopefully everybody going to dress up in their 80s, 90s gear, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be fun. Trust me. Come through Friday, 6 p.m. And if y'all want to come early, if the squad want to come early, because we're going to be doing some private stuff, y'all come early if you want. Other than that, man, just stay tuned. Keep it locked. Make sure you check out the shorts, man. The shorts have been blowing up like crazy. Oh, check out my short film, Empowered, but you got to be a member for that. So become a member of the channel so you get the exclusives. All right, fam? Yeah, appreciate it. Again, love being with y'all. Let's continue this. Salute.
Thank you, Jay. I think I'm going to try to see if I can get a French roll for the party. Okay, so as the lady said, we did a family business panel last night, and that is where my girls got me to 300 subscribers. So thank you, everybody. I also did an individual video of the family business episode. I think it was episode 4. Also, don't forget to check out my last short that I did for Halloween. It was on Sheila. It was Sheila, what do I call it? Sheila's Chronicles or something? I don't remember. But anyway, it was from Why Did I Get Married? Make sure you check that out. It's hilarious. And then also, if you are a fan of Beyond the Gates, make sure you check out my shorts. I am on... I'm getting it together. I'm doing my daily, hopefully, recaps of Beyond the Gates. We're having a good time over there. And again, we appreciate you being here the whole time. We have a couple of more events and more shows coming up because November is chock full of stuff for us to watch. So thank you for being here. Thanks for talking to us. And
Yes.
until next time, holla.
Bye.